What is going on, YouTube family? Welcome back to another episode of NAS100 analysis today. And we're going to be picking up from where we left off. Okay, so where we left off the last video, a couple of things hadn't taken place, and those things have taken place. And I'm going to break it down to you as to the kind of moves I made and what I think could happen in the future. Alright, so first things first, I'm going to jump into the 1 hour time frame. Now, this week it's been okay, it's been good, but it could have been better, right? And I will explain that to you in a little bit, right? So, first things first, when I made this video, I was talking about the whole non-farm payroll situation, and this week over here, it's non-farm payroll, right? So this little green one coming down. So I'm going to get rid of this for a minute because this is irrelevant, right? So in regards to non-farm payroll, how did I play that? How did I play it? And I played it real simple, right? I played it real simple, and I was literally taking out via trailing stop, right? So how that basically went on, it went along the lines of something like this, right? It went along the lines of something like this. I had my trade stuck right here, right here. That's a pending, that's a sell stop, right? And then I had my stop right up here, targeting these wicks. So I'm just going to draw this box just so it doesn't get confused and I know where to delete it later. Right, so this box near about was my stop. And why was my stop there? I was targeting these wicks over here, okay, and I was not comfortable in pushing it up to this level. So if it went up to this level, I've lost basically, it is what it is. I just have to eat that one, right? So as obviously non-farm payroll came all the way down, right, and it got to about, say, somewhere around here somewhere, right, before this wick had even appeared, I moved my trailing stop to around this level, just underneath this wick over here, right? And then what happened was, obviously price came all the way back up and shook me out. Such is life, right? It happens. So what I did was I didn't do anything after that. And then today I saw this move. So I saw this structure kicking off, right? So I'm sitting behind my desk at work, and I've got a widget of trading view kind of open, so I've like basically it's hidden behind all of my workloads. So now and again when the manager walks by, I just click off like I'm looking at something else. As soon as he walks off, that's back on again, and we're trying to figure out what we're going to do and how we're going to do it, right? With the phone on standby, getting ready to execute orders, right? So this is what I noticed taking place today, right? And my plan was, this was my plan. My plan was this. I was going to put in a sell right here, right? And that sell didn't trigger. So basically, I was targeting these wicks over here, right? Now, on this chart, as you're seeing it on this chart right now, it will show you that the wicks went all the way through. Unfortunately, that's not what happened in regards to my broker. That did not happen at all. It didn't even trigger, right? So, zooming in closer, I'm targeting these wicks over here, right? But I'm a little bit higher. Okay, I'm a little bit higher. And for whatever reason, it did not trigger it. It did not trigger it. So this definitely appeared, right? It was just under it, according to my broker, right? Right? So it didn't trigger it at all. So then what happened was, right, when this kicked off, so when this shot all the way down and then it closed around this level, I just hopped in on the market buy. I just said, you know what, no brainer. I'm just going to wait until 2 o'clock. And as soon as it hit 2, as soon as it jumped into a new candle, it was looking like it was pushing all the way up. So I was like, should I try to catch it there? Should I try to catch it there? So a lot of, in this area right here, there was a lot of FOMOing because I wasn't doing no pending orders. Literally, I was just playing it by eye. So it got to around, say, around this level here somewhere. Say, around there, give or take, around here. I'll just say around here somewhere, right? Around here. And literally I entered in my sell. So I'm still in that sell right now. I'm still in it. I'm still in it. I do have a trailing stop involved, so let me get rid of all of these. Just try to keep this thing as clean as possible. So that's the current order. Right, okay, so let's just have a look, because I do have a trailing stop, and the trailing stop is sitting right here. It's sitting right here. No, I set it right here. Okay, it's actually up here, but I'm gonna move it after this video to over here. So this is where it's actually gonna go after this video. I'm actually gonna move, or I might even move it lower actually. I might actually even move it lower. Okay, so in terms of where it actually is right now in the making of this video, it's right here. Once I finish making this video, because market's still going to be open, give or take, yeah, it's still going to be open because it's only what, 8:41 right now. I'm going to move it down here. So once I've done editing this video, posted it up, you guys watching it, I would have moved my trailing stop to about this level over here, and then I can go sleep, and then we see what happens when I get up in the morning. But I'm super comfortable in the knowledge that all of this is secured. All of this is in the bag, nicely tucked away, safe and secure. So all of that is mine, right? So it's been a good day so far. It's been a good day, right? It was good. We got a little bit over here. We got a bigger amount over here, right? So far so good, no complaints. So now that we've got all that out of the way, we're now going to get on with what I think is going to happen, and how I think it might possibly go down, right? And remember, like I said in all my other videos, right? Basically, this is the downtrend, and I'm only tracking this like selling the market. I'm not buying at all. I'm not buying at all. I'm literally just selling. That's the only thing I'm doing right now until I get the confirmation that I can start buying. But up until then, I'm selling. So so let's have a quick look. So I'm gonna go into the day right now. I'm gonna go into the day, right? And if you look at the day, right? So this is how it looks on the day. We can already see that at this level, price is being rejected. Okay? And then what we can also do, so let me just make this a little bit taller. I'll bring it back down again later. Okay, so what we could also do is just drag this all the way across, and let's see what else is corresponding with, right? We don't want to go too far back, but I kind of want to assess how strong this area is, okay? So let's have a look. Let's just see if you actually... Let's go to settings, and let's extend. Okay, cool. So if we look, we can see it actually does cross through a few areas of potential interest. So it's got a little high over here that it goes through. It goes all the way through, and every single level that it goes through is literally, from what I can see, a high, right? So they're all high, so which is good. It's good for us. This particular zone is going to be a challenging zone for price to break above. Not saying it's not going to break above it, but it's going to be a challenge for it to break above it. All right, so what basically means is I'm now looking at moves towards the downside, and with moves towards the downside, I kid you not, this whole area is looking super choppy and very hard to read. Okay, the only reason why I got lucky with this particular trade over here is because of non-farm payroll. That's it. I have to be honest with you about that. All right, okay, because this whole thing is super hard to read, and I'll go into the hourly and I'll explain to you why I'm struggling to read what is actually going on right now. Hence why I don't mind bringing in my trailing stop all the way in and locking in as much as I can get, because at the moment I don't think I'm guaranteed anything right now. Anything can happen, because this thing is moving in a very, very, very weird style. A style I don't like, because I'm not sure how to interpret the information that it's giving me right now. So I know this is heading up. Okay, its price is being rejected at this zone right now. All right, but also there is another level down here. That it could also be playing games at as well. which is right here. Hence why after this video I'm going to be bringing my trailing stop a lot closer, because reason being is, from where it is right now, okay, from where it is right now, I wouldn't say that from where it is right now, it's looking like it's gone into a bit of a range. Okay, if it bounces from this level, right, then it's kind of gone into a range, at which point, so it's going to be looking like something like this, right? And for however long it does this for, like literally only God knows. And when it goes into that space, if it is indeed doing this, right, if it does begin to do this, then I'm literally out of the markets. I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to take what I've got and I'm just going to leave this range alone. It is a large range. It is a range that you can play around with, but I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. I don't like it one bit. So I would wait until, actually no, wait, tell a lie. I can still work with this. I will still be putting in my cells up here. I will just set up a whole bunch of cells at this level. And then I wait, because once again, I do believe it is going to break down. But like I said earlier, this whole area right here, I'm struggling to read it. I understand what's going on all here. So all of this I get. I completely understand that. But this area here is doing things I don't like. And this is an area where a lot of people get screwed in terms of stop losses gets hit, because all this zone over here is all liquidity, right? And it's still within a structure, okay? So it is more than plausible for it to fly down and try to get to this trend line over here, all right? But because we have this zone underneath it, you would think that this is a safe place for entry. It actually isn't. Neither is this area. The only safe area for entries is at this level, in my opinion, okay? And that is taking sells, or if it breaks above, then possibly taking buys. But with the shape of this whole thing right here, this whole structure, I'm more inclined to be taking sells supposing to taking buys. Because like with these structures, I always keep saying, it's not all the time they break downwards, but most of the time they do, right? They break down way more times than they actually break up. And obviously in the past couple videos, due to what we've been seeing in the charts, markets has been doing kind of the opposite of what we would normally expect it to do, right? There's a couple instances where we expect it to break up and then it flies down, etc., etc. So I would expect something, a long tradition, to follow through with this particular structure right here. And if it doesn't, then it doesn't. But that's what I'm more or less going to be leaning towards. So let me see if there's anything else I need to discuss with you guys before I wrap this video up. So what am I thinking? What am I thinking? Okay, by the way, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is purely my opinion. But sometimes you guys do, I mean, not sometimes, the point of this video is I'm sharing my notes with you, and then I'm hoping you're going to do your own research in your own time and then see if everything I'm talking about makes sense to you. So I will say this. I'll be looking for sales at this level, okay? And I'll be flexible with my TP, just because I'm expecting it to come all the way down and produce a lower low than this one over here. So a flexible TP, but if I was to do a hard TP, I'll be looking at this level. But also bearing in mind, if you've been watching me for any period of time, you know that my trading style is that with a trailing stop. So chances are we might not even get to this number over here. All right. So entries is in the zone of 12148.02, and TP I'll be looking at 9755.68. And once again, guys, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. It's super important you do your own homework and do your own research before you take any trades, right? Because I do make mistakes. That I promise you, I do. So I could get it wrong. And if you follow it and you put big money behind it and it goes wrong, don't be posting in the comment section, it's my fault. It ain't mine. You made the decision. It's your fault. So do the homework, do the research, do the back tests, open up a demo account, do all the things you're supposed to do so you can understand this game a little bit better. And make sure you check out the other video that I did previously which is going to be in the corner somewhere. It's going to be a couple of videos at the end of this video for you guys to go check out. YouTube content, definitely give it a watch. So with that all covered, I want to thank you beautiful, awesome people from all around the world that's come over to see what I got to say. Definitely appreciate you. And I look forward to seeing all you beautiful people again in the next video, which will be very, very soon. So for now, this is Pips and Points signing out.